Hello there, this is Welsh ASMR 82. Hey, how you doing? So, on this ASMR Nordics channel, I do a lot of Swedish content, and I came across this top 10 book, Top 10 Stockholm. It's got a map, and it's got a tour guide inside as well. This is by the wonderful DK, Dorling Kindersley book series. This is Eyewitness. It is pretty new. I think the one that I got for New York says 2024 on the front. So I'm thinking this is pretty up to date. I don't think much has changed in Stockholm in the last year anyway. So it's got this lovely map here, which we'll take a look at in a second. And the inside has got top 10s, so top 10 of everything, churches, museums, parks, etc. Top 10 Stockholm highlights, Skansen, Vasamuseet, Stadshuset, Drottningholm, etc. Stockholm by area, and street smart. So there's loads. I'm going to do a tiny amount of this in today's video. But I'll come back and do another video on it if it looks like you enjoyed watching the video. There's another map at the back here of central Stockholm. This has got Gamla stan and Skeppsholmen, as well as the Norrmalm. And then it's got this map which I'll just liberate. Side for a second. This is in shiny material, so I hope it comes up on the camera okay. Let's take a look at this first. And if you find that you're enjoying this video, do not forget to click like, because that really helps the channel. Thank you in advance. Okay, I'm gonna get my nails out. So this side is Gamla stan, Norrmalm. So Östermalm is at the top there. Östermalm with Karlaplan. Karlaplan is it? And then Gustav Adolfsparken. The Humlegården is the top there. Norrmalm, the city, terminalen. And we've got Klarabergsgatan, Klara Östra, Klara Västra. And then we have the Kungsträdgården. Blasieholmen connecting Skeppsholmen. Moderna museet. And then Kastellholmen. Then we have Skansen. This island was, I think I went on a Sunday and it was kind of closed when I went. Nordics museet, Vasamuseet. The Vasa, is that the one with the ship? We'll find out in a second. Grönelund, Beckholmen, and then of course we've got the southern part here. This is probably Södermalm, Riddarfjärden. This is Gamla stan, very, very famous obviously. The royal palace is here, Kungliga slottet. And then you got the Storkyrkan, Nobelmuseet, the Nobel Prize Museum, which I went in. Tyska kyrkan, the German Tyska church. And it's just a lovely, lovely place to hang out, really. Christmas market. Let's see what's on the other side. Oh, I see it's a little bit zoomed out. So that's what we saw before. And then it's got Villastaden, Gårdet, Gärdet or Gårdet, country Gärdet, I think. Norrmalm, Södermalm, Birkastan, Vasastaden, Kungsholmen. So remember, for those of you not familiar, that Stockholm is on an archipelago of islands. So lots of bridges everywhere, lots of islands. Saltsjön, the salt lake, literally is from the sea. And then, of course, Skansen is on the Djurgården. Which, so obviously I knew, learning Swedish, that djur is animal and Gården is garden or park. And apparently this was the location that the kings and queens would go and do their, you know, if they wanted to hunt deer, shoot some game, they would do this on this particular part. They'd go here and it was just for the royal family to do their hunting, I think. And then the small tunnelbana, the metro network. Got a green one, which goes there, splits off into 3 ways at the end. There's a red one, got 2 starts and 2 ends. And the blue one also has 1 start, sorry, 2 starts and 1 end, depending on which way you're going, obviously. They're focused around the Gamla Stan. I think they all go through that area to cross from the north to the south part. So that's cool. And I think these ones just repeat that information. It also gives us further information, for example, about where to find info in those sections. So it says the Kungsholmen and Vasastan on page 70 to 75, Norrmalm and the city, blah blah blah, Östermalm and Djurgården, Gamla Stan, Skeppsholmen and Blasieholmen, and then Södermalm. And all of the same information we had before, but then it's additional one here of the archipelago, the Stockholm archipelago, where we can see all these different islands, Hagaparken, Bromma, the airport, Arlanda, Uppsala just up there. Drottningholm. Södertälje. Okay, let's dive inside the contents of the book then, shall we? Fancy looking at, should we do Gamla Stan? I'm going to do 84. So much content that I can do in the future. This section is a particular highlight. Okay, so Gamla Stan, top 10. Just bend the pages a little bit, brand new book. Gamla Stan, Skeppsholmen and Blasieholmen, the site of Stockholm's 13th century origins and a well-preserved medieval city centre. Gamla Stan, or Old Town, is one of Stockholm's most popular destinations. I think our hotel was just up here somewhere, just off Gamla Stan. A Away from tourist crowds, however, the narrow streets have a fairy tale-like feel, particularly at night and when it's snowing. It rained the entire time I was in there. The vast and rather sombre-looking Royal Palace is over here. Oh no, that's not it. This is Riddarholmen. Is the major attraction. There are also many beautiful churches, including Storkyrkan, Skeppsholmen, which is famous for its excellent museums, Moderna Museet, with its collection of 20th century art, and Östasiatiska Museet, East Asian Museet, housing Far Eastern antiquities, are two of them. The luxurious Grand Hotel dominates neighbouring Blasieholmen, which is also home to the National Museum. Maybe I stayed in Blasieholmen then. Maybe I stayed up here. Maybe I had to walk across a bridge to get to Gamla stan. Riddarholmen. The Knight's Island is cut off from Gamla stan by a major road and a river. But it is with the diversion. The island has some of the best views from Evertorp terrace across the water to Lake Mälaren. Riddarholmen is home to Riddarholmskyrkan and many 17th century palaces which now house offices. Valpurgis Night is celebrated here with a bonfire and singing. Nationalmuseum. The museum houses Sweden's largest art collection with some 16,000 paintings and sculptures. There is a huge collection of artifacts from the Renaissance to the present. The museum also hosts temporary exhibitions. The Royal Palace, the Kungliga Slottet. This is Gustav III's bedroom. Very nice. With more, just like mine. With more than 600 rooms, the Royal Palace is one of the biggest in Europe and still a venue for all state functions. It houses 5 museums, including the Treasury in the cellar vaults, with priceless state regalia such as crowns. In number 4 we have the Storkyrkan, the Great Church. Stockholm's medieval cathedral, built in the 14th century, is of great religious importance. It is renowned for its art treasures, including St. George and the Dragon. A bit of Welsh history there. 1489. A sculpture carved from oak and elk horn, the legendary Solvstavlan, the sun dog painting, from 1535, is the oldest portrayal of the capital, painted from high up on the cliffs of Södermalm. A wide range of services and concerts are held here. The Stortorget, a small public square, ironic because it means big square. Stortorget in the middle of Gamla stan is the oldest square in Stockholm and the site of the Stockholm bloodbath in 1520. Unlike many other European city squares, it was never developed as a showpiece. It has a distinct westward slope and its buildings were constructed in a haphazard manner in the 17th and 18th centuries. The Stock Exchange building, Börshuset, or Börshuset, in French Rococo style, was completed in 1776 and houses the Nobel Museet. In a second-hand shop on Stortorget 5, there are ceiling joists dating from the 1640s with pictures of animals, flowers and fruits. Number 6 is the Moderna Museet. Set on the leafy Skeppsholmen island, this museum exhibits key works of 20th century art, including those by Dali, Picasso, Matisse, Giorgio di Chirico and many more. The collection includes some 6,000 paintings, sculptures and installations, as well as drawings and photography. The museum also hosts exhibitions of contemporary Swedish and international art. There is a children's workshop a shop and a restaurant, with views across the water to Djurgården and Strandvägen. Kastelholmen. South of Skeppsholmen is the tiny island of Kastelholmen, part of the National City Park. Take a picnic, find a comfortable spot on its granite rocks, watch the boats go by, and admire the Kastellet, the island's castle-like medieval building. Just there on the hill. Number 8, Skeppsholmen Shoreline Walk. That's the Chapman of Chapman. Skeppsholmen is ideal for a circular waterside walk any time of the year. Cross Skeppsholmsbron to the island, that's the bridge. Turn left and follow the path through a small doorway and along the water to the quayside Östra Brobänken. Take in the veteran boats moored here and the views across the water. Catch a Djurgården ferry at the southeastern tip of the island, or continue past the three-mast Av Chapman, now a hostel. Number 9, the Christmas market on Stortorget. The magical atmosphere of the Stockholm winter is most evident at the traditional Christmas market in Stortorget. Little red huts sell homemade products, Christmas lights and decorations, handicrafts, festive sweets, smoked sausages, reindeer and elk meat, and other delicacies from around Sweden. Get warm with a glass or two of glögg, mulled wine. And lastly, number 10 is just the streets of Gamla Stan, which is personally my favourite. Västerlånggatan is the old town's main street, and although busy, it is no longer as touristy as it used to be. At its southern end is Mårten Trötsigsgränd, the city's narrowest street. More relaxed, Österlånggatan is home to several restaurants and unique shops. And the charming Köpmangatan is a good street to unwind with its cafes and bars. It even gives you a route to do all of these things. So it says start in the morning with a visit to 2 of Stockholm's best museums, and then in the afternoon get purposefully lost along the narrow yet charming streets around Köpmangatan. And it gives you all of the places to eat. I wonder if any of the places I went to here, I can't remember what it was called. It had a massive reindeer light on the ceiling. I've got a picture somewhere. It's on Gamla Stan. It might have been Lilla Nygatan. Djuret, with its name meaning the animal. Djuret is a meat-eater's paradise. I wonder if it was there. So I won't spoil future videos by going too much into the other sections, because the rain comes down quite heavily outside here in Wales. Happy summer. But I do hope that you enjoyed the video. If you did, could you click like for me, please? That would be so handy. Thank you so much. And let me know in a comment if you want me to focus on a particular area of Stockholm. There's also the same book, which I didn't buy for Copenhagen, so once I've done a couple of videos with this, I will get that book and we'll do that next. How's that sound? Let me know. If you're new to the channel, click subscribe and choose to watch another video. There's plenty of this type to watch. And if you love what I do, join me on Patreon as well. Okay, thanks so much for watching everyone. Take care, and I'll see you really, really soon, okay?